Welcome, guys, to another episode of Rankem, episode 10. It is me, Don, here with Neil, the franchise.
Hey.
And DITB1, guys, we are here with another episode of Rankem. And in the previous episodes, if you have not watched it yet, 30, Brooklyn Nets. 29, 76ers. 28, Los Angeles Lakers. 27, Phoenix Suns. 26, New Orleans. 25, Sacramento. 24, Miami Heat. 23, Washington Wizards. 22, Houston Rockets, and now 21,
The Nuggets.
the Denver Nuggets. And they went from having Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson connection, and J.R. Smith
A rebuild, sort of.
to a rebuild with Ty Lawson, and now just another rebuild. So, guys, you guys are probably crazy thinking that we're mental because Houston has the players to be better than Denver, but I'm saying Denver is 21. I don't know if you agree. You agree? Me and Neil both agree that they're 21. Only because last year they surprised a lot of people, and yeah, they didn't have the best record, but they played as a team, which is what today's NBA is all about. So to see this team at 21, I think is a fair number for them.
Yep.
So now name the roster. Who's on the roster?
Danilo Gallinari, who is a good player.
Oh yeah, he proved himself last season,
Right.
no doubt.
Kenneth Faried, the
Kenneth
Manimal.
Faried, the mammal. You can't sleep on the mammal, guys. Can't sleep on him.
And Emmanuel Mudiay. What a good
Mudiay,
young
he is
player.
gonna go off, and I'm telling you, he's right now. His developing is amazing, guys. And I think getting him over Ty Lawson, amazing for the Nuggets.
Okay. All right. First scrub, kind of Nikola Jokic. He's okay, but
He's alright. Not bad, not good.
all right. Jamal Murray.
That's another.
I like him.
They
as
got
a
two
player.
great point guards. They're
Right.
set, like right there. They're set. Something Houston doesn't have.
Wilson Chandler, a 3-point shooter.
Wilson Chandler, he's good too.
Yeah. Juan Hernan Gomez, who I heard about, that can shoot also. Nurkic, Yusuf Nurkic.
Nurkic, he's good, right?
Yep, he's pretty good. Mike Miller.
You got the veteran
Yeah,
right
you
there
got
who
that
won
one.
titles.
Yep.
That is smart for Denver to keep him.
Gary Harris.
Gary Harris, I think he's okay.
He's okay. Will Barton, the slam dunk
Will
contest guy.
the Thrill. He took
Yeah.
your name. We have a buddy named Will, guys, and yeah, he took his nickname from him.
Malik Beasley.
He's okay.
Jameer Nelson. He's getting old, but they have a veteran also.
They
that can
need
teach
guys.
them.
That team have to have veterans to teach the ponies.
Right. Josh Adams, don't know much about him. Janelle Stokes, Nate Wolters, Darrell Arthur, Robbie Hummel, DJ Kennedy, Axel Tupain, Jakar Sampson. Oh, what a scrub on Philadelphia, by the way. I remember him. Nikola Radicevic and Jamal Franklin.
Well,
so
all
I don't know
team-
most of them.
Yeah, but all teams, guys, are gonna have that. They're gonna have their good players and bad
Right.
players. But now the thing is about this team, why a lot of these players that we're naming that are good are because they're all developing as a team. They're making each other better. Like Gallinari,
Yeah.
who's talking about him last season until the end? Nobody. Now people are starting to talk about him because people were sleeping on him.
Right.
Because now him, Faried, Mudiay, Nurkic,
Yeah.
they all, Wilson Chandler, like they make each other better by playing as a team. And that's the thing about Denver basketball that I like, is how these guys, they play as a team. They should have had their run before. They should have made it at least to the finals once. But
Yeah.
you know, there's too much competition around that time, just like now. So I think rebuilding is good for the Nuggets. It could work in the future for them. They could become contenders eventually.
It's tough to contend in the West, though.
Right now, it's tough. That's why,
Yeah.
I mean, rebuilding in the West right now for these teams, they should probably take notes and really just adjust. Because super teams don't win titles, guys. They don't win titles at all, and people can be really surprised, but I definitely think this Nuggets team's better than the Rockets.
I
Because
agree.
they play
Yeah.
as a team.
Yeah.
They do, and I don't care what anybody says. They do have a chance. They definitely have a chance at this. Jamal Murray. What do you think about Jamal Murray and I think it was Malik Beasley they drafted?
Beasley,
Yep.
yeah.
What do you think about their draft picks this year?
Their draft picks are good. I've heard good stuff about Malik Beasley, though.
About both of these friggin' point guard and shooting guard. I love how the Nuggets are doing what the Warriors did. If you really think about it, they're picking up draft picks and they're building towards the draft.
Especially Jamal Murray, because he came from Kentucky. John Calipari is a great coach from Kentucky. He got Noel here.
He knows his college.
He got Nerlens Noel over there. He got Anthony Davis, who was in Kentucky with him as well.
Was it Cousins too?
Cousins too. DeMarcus Cousins.
Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, Willie Cauley Stein.
Yeah.
Don't. Okay, but what I'm saying is this team is looking great. They're looking great right now. I get they're not going to the playoffs. Okay?
No.
We're not going that far, guys. But I'm saying they're looking great for a rebuild, picking towards the draft. Moutier. People were sleeping on him last year in the draft.
Right.
Well, guess what? They got him. And then this year, they slept on Jamal Murray. They picked him up, and they picked up Beasley. I keep forgetting, guys. I'm not really into college basketball, but I know some people towards the draft. But these two I've heard great things as well about. This team is definitely going in the right direction. They're working towards the draft. Very smart. Mike Miller, former NBA champ.
Yep.
Learned from one of the best, LeBron.
Yeah.
So having him around, I think, is great for the young guys out there, because this team does have a lot of young people. They really do. I'm looking at this roster, and they definitely do.
Right.
And I think that this team, from last season, they're definitely going up this year.
Yes, they're definitely going up.
They're definitely going up. And will they be playoffs? No. But them as a team, are they going to evolve? Yes. That's no doubt. This team right now, I feel like they're like a roller coaster. They go up and down, but I feel like now they're starting to really go up. The Office, you can tell they're very patient right now for a title. And to me, that's a smart idea, knowing that the Warriors are here, OKC's here, Timberwolves are actually evolving now. San Antonio's always at the top. Portland,
yeah.
Memphis, the list just goes on, guys.
Right.
And all these super teams. And I think the Nuggets waiting right now until these super teams are gone, and these players are smart. Because now, once they're gone, they're going to have the assets to become contenders. And how long do you think till they make the playoffs? How many seasons till they actually make the playoffs?
6. Because I think Kevin Durant's going to stay in Golden State for a while.
I don't know. It's not just that reason. I think the Nuggets, it's going to take them at least, I want to say 2 or 3 seasons before they start getting
2 or 3.
But but what I mean is they're not going to go anywhere in the playoffs.
Yeah,
what I mean is that at least the young players on this team are going to get playoff experience, because in every team you need playoff experience, and you notice that. Anthony Davis already had his experience.
Right. Okay. So I'll say 4 seasons, 8 seed until 4 seasons.
8th or 7th seed. Yeah. And that's how they're going to develop. Just like the Warriors did. They were always getting knocked off first round, and eventually they made it all the way.
Right.
Because you got to have playoff experience in the NBA today. And that's why I think the Nuggets, they're doing really good with that. With the developing, very, very good. The Office, very good. But now, what all this team really needs, guys, if they really want to make it to the playoffs, free agency next year, grab a superstar. You grab a superstar, that team is set. That's all the Warriors had to do. They had to grab Andre Iguodala and I think Andrew Bogut, right?
Yep. But they did most of their stars through draft.
Mostly, yes. The superstars through draft. What I mean is they need a key player.
Right.
That's what you have to do in free agency. If they do the same format Golden State's doing, right now you see they got Moutier, they got Murray, they got a bunch of young guys on this team. And now if they get one superstar, there you go. You got one all-star right there, and you got these other stars that are going to become superstars, and that team's set.
Right.
that team is absolutely set. But for the future, this team's looking very bright.
Yep.
And at least their rebuild is looking better than teams like Los Angeles. Better than New Orleans.
Yep.
Phoenix at least. Because this team, I can see what they're doing. All they need to really do, guys, I think next year, it's going to take next year's draft for this team. I think if they get lucky in the lottery and get Harry Giles or something, it's RIP. But now, anything else about this team?
I think
Anybody that people are sleeping on this season, that you look at the roster, think that's going to go off?
Or here's the thing. When you try to get a superstar, right? As you said before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how are you gonna? So you're asking to like trade Gallinari, because how are you gonna get a superstar with like players that are not proven yet? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but the problem is, this team, they have a future superstar point guard. That's no doubt.
Right.
But all they really need is just a big man. I feel like a center is what they need, or at least trade Gallinari or a small forward and get yourself a superstar small forward.
Because you could get a lot for Gallinari. I believe so. But
And they just got to see what there is out there at least with some of these guys. Use them as trade bait. Get one decent star like how the Warriors got Iguodala. Because I will compare this front office to the Warriors. You can comment all you want. I don't care. I will say it again. This team, the way that they're building this team is through the draft.
right.
And it's a great idea.
But Gallinari, I think, is the biggest chip you could trade. But if you screw this up, this could definitely change.
Actually, Kenneth Farid's been the biggest name.
Yeah, but I don't think they would want to trade Farid though, because Farid has been their leading rebounder their whole season.
No, but trade bait. Gallinari wasn't the rumor. Last season it was all about Farid. They were thinking about giving him to the Wolves.
I would keep Farid through the whole thing. Gallinari, once he was on the floor, he's good, but sometimes he gets hurt, and then he quickly comes back and, he can be good. So I don't think Gallinari you should keep, but Farid I think you should keep.
Okay, but guys, I think that this team's they're looking good for the future.
Yeah.
They have a few things they got to do, but this season, I feel like they're going to, what do you think the record's going to be? What number are they going to win? 35.
35 I was about to say.
35. They're getting 35. So, not a 50-50 season, not a 500 season yet. Maybe next season they'll get a 500, but right now they're not in the 500 season.
Right.
They're still going to have more losses than wins, but they're going to gain wins.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, if you enjoyed this episode of Rank 'em, splash the like button. And if you have not hit the subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button. We are so close, guys, to 200 subs. It is not a big number, but I don't care. 200 to me is a big number, and to him it's a big number.
Big.
And links down in the description below. Follow him on Twitter at NeilSportsMind or me at Donnie Barnard. And to all the best ones worldwide,
DITB1 is taking over.
peace.